46 seconds is all it took for Carini to lose to this transgender Khelif from Algeria in a boxing match in the ongoing Olympics Paris 2024. 46 seconds. And she was in tears. And why not? 46 seconds is nothing. It's not even one fourth of the first round. And तीन round होते हैं. And by the way, uh, she's a good boxer. And she says, I had never been punched that hard by anyone in her life. Now that's a boxer saying that. Karini is now out of the Olympics. Now, why is that happening? The question is of testosterone. What is testosterone? It's a hormone. Males have more of it, females have less of it. And it's been that way in all of history. So what is new? ऐसा क्या हुआ है कि अब International Olympic Association has allowed, or the IOC, whatever, has allowed this Khalif to fight in a women's tournament. Yes, she is a transgender. She changed her gender, but uh, the IBA, the International Boxing Association, had stopped her from fighting in the World Championships just last year because they found some XY chromosome in her whatever test they did. Or वही एक there are two or three tests that they do, and one of them is this XY chromosome test to test whether you are a male or a female. Now remember, scientific studies have shown that males have a higher spike in the testosterone when they are fighting or doing some intense work, and women have a lower spike. And testosterone, जैसे जैसे higher होगा, वैसे वैसे that person will become more aggressive, and of course, the male body has more muscles and they have more power. So this has blown up into a huge issue. And in comes the BJP member of parliament, Kangana Ranaut. Now, Kangana Ranaut is a Bollywood actress of great fame. Now she's a BJP MP. She has become a politician. She's very articulate. She's very popular with the BJP supporters. And she said that, ये match unfair है because it's like a man beating a woman, at home. And that happens a lot. And surely the tears that you saw of Carini are not inauthentic. Even the Italian Prime Minister, Meloni, jumped in and she said it was not fair and, it was an unfair matchup, whatever. Now the question is, the IOC or the committee that organizes Olympics is saying that this is all fine. But I don't understand. How can it be fine? Obviously, men and women are made differently. Men cannot give birth, women can give birth. How is that possible if everybody is the same? How can women, when you're fighting for women justice and you're saying, oh, now you're going to fight in the boxing ring, a male who has turned into a female, and surely there are some uh, reports that are saying that this person is still having the XY chromosome, whatever. I don't know the science behind this, but surely watching that person, this Khalif, and no disrespect to her, she has every right to, contest the Olympics. She has every right to be there in the sense that it is not her fault that she was accepted by the committee. She wants to fight, and maybe she should be fighting in a different category, maybe in the men's category. Maybe the men are all rejoicing कि भी इसको women's में डाल दिया हम तो बच. But then we don't know what the criteria really is, and the IOC is not coming out with the details of why they accepted this person's participation. And remember, the same committee has banned the IBA. So the Boxing Association has no say right now in this. So this is a very strange situation. This brings us to the political part of this. Now remember, in the US, there is this movement called the LGBTQ, RSTUB, whatever. So gender fluidity. I don't know what that means. I am in my mid 40s, whatever. I have heard of these things only in the last 5 years. So suddenly, gender has become fluid. I didn't know all this. Maybe there is a good reason for it, but no one is willing to bend down. No one is willing to discuss this. So Trump said, This is insane. A man fighting a woman and then, beating her in the Olympic ring. And at least on this point, I completely agree. It's unfair on the women. Why should they be fighting a man in the ring who is maybe now a woman as such in terms of the operations, whatever they've done. But the test results are showing, at least to IBA, that this person is still like a man, with X5 chromosome tests that they claim to have been done. Again, I repeat, this is not a video castigating or criticizing Khalif. She has every right to do whatever she is doing. In fact, Carini, the person who lost to her, actually has apologized and said the same thing, that it's not your fault. This is more of a policy debate we have. And remember, Kangana Ranaut is known for her statements that are really controversial. But on this point, remember, Bollywood places a lot of premium on how you look, especially if you're a woman, and you won't get too far if you look very manly, if you know what I'm saying. Of course, they're tomboys and they do well, but for a long career in Bollywood, you need to be feminine. Now, would they accept a transgender heroine and give her a lead cast? Maybe tomorrow they will. But will it be fair on the women who are generally the normal women we know the way they are? So I really don't understand what's going on here. This is a very disturbing situation. Tomorrow you could have a situation where the men's 100 meter and the women's 100 meter is like one gold and everybody runs. So I mean, then why have the age criteria? Why do you have other criteria that you have to qualify? Why have any criteria? If you have to go by woke logic, then everybody has to be given equal chance. So and then why give a medal at all? Why should the person who has come first victimize all the others? Oh, because they were also running now. So they ran in a little longer time. So what? Time is like a quantity that everyone can own. No, nobody owns time. Why do you measure week on days bhaga? It makes no sense. But I will say this, that this is very good that this has come out in the open. There was this attempt to bring in this changes in the gender policies of even sports. I think in certain areas of life, yes, you can do that. For instance, if two people want to get married and they are not of the same gender, sorry, they are of the same gender, then they should be allowed, and I think they are now. So that's fine. But where will you stop? Where will you put a stop on this? That a woman is a man, is a woman, is a man, is a man, is a woman. I mean, what's going on? Do you understand all this? And I have full respect for all transgenders and lesbians and gays and so on, all the alternative um, genders and all of these things that people discuss all the time. But the thing is that Olympics may at least you should have the sanctity of the game should be there. That a certain gender is allowed in this particular for this particular medal. Then there's an equal playing field. Now, the fact is that all males of all species, whether it is a dog or a whale or whatever, or a sparrow or human beings, there are differences in capacities, and there are species where, the female species does something differently. But in all of them, the female species definitely gives birth, and men don't. And surely the men's 100 meter, if you take as an example, men run faster than women. Men jump higher than women. Men jump longer than women. Men run the marathon quickly. Why is that? If there's no difference. And I'm not saying I'm not a bigoted person who's saying that, women shouldn't be given equal opportunity. In fact, I am saying that they should be given equal opportunity So allow only women to compete in such competitions. So I completely support what Trump has said. I completely support what Meloni has said. I also support what Kangana has said. I want to know, what do you think? Was 46 seconds enough for Carini to be knocked out of the Olympics? Or do you think she should have gotten the 9 minutes that she could have fought, maybe against a different opponent? So I want to know, what do you think? This is controversial, but it's important. And I need to know, what do you think about this? Thank you very much. Bye bye.